Thank you, Fluffy. Okay, so, but yeah, I don't like how you ducked it right there. And I ain't even like you, AJ. You know, I can't believe you stopped right there. Cause see, you, AJ, I thought that you were, I thought you was going to, complete the
Mm,
sentence. But
No, I could care less, Kiana. Honestly, like
so
for real,
but honestly, you think that she's afraid
I'm
to let,
moving on to bigger and brighter.
you think she's
I'm
afraid to
moving
go
on
in
to
the
bigger and
house.
brighter.
You think that she's
Oh, I
haunted.
don't know. I don't care what that girl
You just
does. I
said
really
that
don't.
because I was like, I know you fucking lie. Ain't nobody riding around all night long. Oh, she better get a bodyguard.
I don't care what that girl does, but I did want to be clear about the statement that you were making moments ago about the whole Erica situation and
Yeah.
why I said what I said. And it had nothing to do with bait or any of that. I've been in a situation where my mod chat, specifically mine, not anybody else's, has been leaked. And so I know the way to avoid that because it hasn't happened since. And so for me, it just was important that I be clear with a new moderator who didn't understand that I've been in that position before and they made a decision and I just thought it was weird. So I spoke on it. That's it.
Let me ask you this question: how did you feel? I know you was calling Shaded your baby and all of that stuff, but you, in your right mind, knew that Shaded is someone else's daughter. Like you literally just met her. How did you feel with Glock trying to be like, I got to talk to AJ from a mother's standpoint? Wasn't that like a bit like? Wasn't that just not? That was so disingenuous to me. Don't you think?
Um, okay, so I didn't hear her say that, but I will
She
say,
did.
as mad as I am at Glock,
She said,
that Glock and I had something that was a bit different. As you know, because you
sure,
made sure
absolutely.
everybody else knew, I've had my struggles of my own with my own mother. So I think I made the mistake of uh
Mothering her.
like really getting up underneath Glock and allowing her to kind of feel shoes of that feeling, that instinct, that I haven't had in a while.
But that wasn't the statement that she made. She wasn't saying it like, let me talk to my daughter. She was saying like, she lost a child and you lost a child and she wanted to, and I was like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought you were saying she was calling me her daughter, and I was
No
simply
ma'am.
saying
No
I
ma'am.
felt
No
like
ma'am. You
I
got to
felt
hear the
like I
statement.
did put myself
Nope.
in a position where Glock was
Nope.
like a mom figure to
No,
me on the back end. She
that
was.
wasn't her sentiment. You got to hear the clip. The clip was, I had to talk to AJ because somebody, about her working. I understand because she said, "Girl, you hear that clip?" Girl, she
Uh-uh.
talked about the phone and everything. How she had to tell a cousin of his first cousin, who was like a brother, who his job wouldn't let him off work, and da 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 da. So she was like looking at you like you shade his mom, and she understood because she understood when her child passed that she had to tell somebody go your ass to work. And I was like, this is the sickest shit I ever seen. Like you want to be back cool with AJ that fucking bad that you're sitting here like acting like AJ literally was that girl mom. It's disrespectful, and she knows she wouldn't allow nobody to disrespect hers like that. That's fucking crazy to me.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's
Okay,
an
you got to hear
interesting
that
hear
clip.
actually.
That is, you got to hear that
Yeah,
clip.
I didn't
She
hear that.
went in
But
full detail
Glock
about
know
how,
what it
as a
is.
mother,
I
she had to send someone to work who
I
wanted to be
definitely did, scoot up underneath Glock. I won't lie about that. I think that's why what she did hurt me so bad. And all over again, that betrayal, that whole situation. Because we talked and she knew what I had been through and she kind of scooped me up under her wing and we was rocking and rolling. It was an everyday thing. That was my girl.
That was
So it hurt me.
and she was that to everybody, baby. That's why so many of these motherfuckers really. Why do you think some of these folks who know like that phone call? Some of these folks, AJ, that lady, them folks done told that lady a lot of their goddamn business because they got under her. I didn't do it. I didn't tell you. I tell you my
Well, I
goddamn
did.
business.
I did get under her and it hurt me. It really did hurt me to hear that she was
Yeah,
doing
a
that
lot
to
of
me.
these folks can't cuss her out like they cuss everybody else out on this motherfucker because she got their secrets. So you still her? Are you like you done or I know she
Yeah,
said
I'm done. I heard just last night I was on the phone with a friend of mine and they told me that because I was talking to them about how I've been praying about Glock because Me and her had something different, and I'm just really hurt about what she did, and I don't understand it. That's when I found out that she said she was locked in with HB, which was weird because that was the person that
See,
told
that's
us that
what
you
made
said
me
that.
think that's the thing that hurt. And that's again, you gotta stop because HB told you things that only you and Glock would know. I told you things that only you and Glock knew, and you still didn't get goddamn mad until you heard this lady say out her mouth, lock it. Yeah, we lock it. Like you mad
No, that's
because
not true. That's not true. I was mad. No, see, that's another thing, Keyona. That's a lie.
who the hell
I
is Pretty
text Glock.
Eyes? You're in my car, in
I
my block.
text Glock and cussed her the fuck out, and she texted me back and told me that that didn't happen. HB lying on her. She don't know why HB lied. She think HB lied because she think that HB think that she the one that called the people on her and all of this and all of that. That is an untrue statement. I addressed it when it went down, but she guaranteed me that HB was lying. So
But you didn't
today,
believe me, and you said get Glock in here, and she wouldn't even come because she knew she told me that shit,
okay, listen. I think what I'm saying to
and
you
you
here
didn't
now
get
today
mad.
is, well, Kiana, that's because you took a lot of my story and lied about it and spun it and made it things that it was not.
Okay, I know you fucking lying, but okay, this is what we're gonna do. Again, you can't keep taking the bait. I'm gonna give you
I
old
think I'm
school.
trying to explain to you that it's
I'm gonna
not
give you
bait.
an old
It
school
was
Keyona
you
AJ
sat
talking
on
to.
the phone with me and made it seem as if this girl was lying on you. You won't fuck with the fact that she lied, all of this, all of that. You back in my face, and then I hear that you out here talking about you locked in. Then what the fuck is you doing in my face? Because this is the person that said you said this, so you did say it. Because how is you locked in without addressing the fact that you lied?
AJ, you knew it. You knew HB was telling the truth. You knew it. But at the time, you and HB hadn't got to the vitriol that you are at right now. You knew it. You
I didn't
knew
know
she wasn't
anything, but
lying.
what I
AJ,
do
you
know
knew she
now,
wasn't lying.
what I do know now is that I believe that she wasn't at this point because Glock done made me see that the shit she was saying to me on the back end is yet again not the truth. And that was it. And when I heard it for myself last night and then heard that there were other things that she mentioned that did happen to somebody else, not even what you said, not even what HB said, something else. I was like, "Oh yeah, no bitch. Mm-mm. You something else."
But I just don't understand why it took for you to hear out Glock's in a little game, a little facetious game of locked in or glocked in and all that old shit that you like, oh hell nah, bitch. Like that.
No, it wasn't. You still not listening. I didn't even hear her say that. So when I was on the phone with somebody telling them how I was thinking about not trusting Glock,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling them, thank you, Pumpkin Baby, about how I don't feel like I can trust her. But she's coming back around and I've been thinking about it. That's when I found out all the other things that she had already said about me, and add insult to injury, I was lied to about the HB situation. Do you see what I'm saying?
Listen, you know, and I know that I always told you HB was telling the fucking truth, and you know that. When at a time when I told you that HB was telling the truth, I did not fuck. HB had just was the one that
Yes, I can say I believe her now. I believe that HB was telling the
yeah, I
truth. I
told
can
you
say
when I
that.
was mad because that's how I am. I was pissy mad with
But
HB at
you
that
know,
time.
like I know, just like
I
I
was
know
like, she
you will
telling the
lie.
truth,
We both know HB will lie. So I
of
didn't know.
course. But I
But
told you, what
I
did I tell
believe
you?
it
I said she
now.
telling the truth on that one.
I
I
believe it
told you
now.
that she telling the truth on that one.
Well, I believe it now. It's been shown to me and now I believe it. And that was it. My whole point to her this morning was, yeah, something off about you. Cause now I believe all the stuff you told me on the back end was a lie about trying to clean up that HB stuff because now I done heard more of my business from somebody else. I don't believe you. I loved Glock. It was hard for me to not believe her. That was one of the hardest things, not believing that lady. I loved that lady. I really did. Me and her done talked about so much, cried together. That was hard for me. She hurt me.
Well, AJ, what did I tell you? I told you you got to keep this shit surface. You know what I mean? Like these people ain't your family, and even your family. What did I tell you? I said, fuck them too. Did I not tell you that? To fuck them too. Anybody who can't get with you, fuck them. I remember telling you that. I remember screaming that at you. That includes me. Fuck me too. That's the these people. These are motherfucking internet folks. Fuck this shit. Enjoy it. You make great money doing it. Keep it
I
pushing.
disagree, Keyona. I believe that there are good people everywhere. There are good people in the grocery store. There are good people at the corner, on the corner, standing at the bus stop. There are good people at work. There are good people at school. There are good people at the church. There are good people on the internet.
I
I
totally agree.
I
I totally
believe that
agree.
I made maybe a wrong assertion in thinking that she was good people, but up until she showed me, I didn't have any reason to not believe that. So, okay, fine. You're right. Today, yes, it's fucker. But before, it wasn't like that. I didn't see this side.
So you saying, okay, let me ask you this. So now that you, what, I mean, I call myself teaching you a few things. I've heard you give me my props on a few things that, you kind of saw and watched me do. But my whole thing is, now that you know who she is, why can't you fuck with her in the capacity that you know who she is? Like,
No,
bitch, you know you ain't
no,
fucking.
I loved her. And so when you do stuff like this and I haven't given you a reason to, I gotta cut ties because that mean that the next time you'll take my whole head off if I let you.
Because that's the problem. Because you gonna goddamn let her. You're looking for another mother. You're looking for,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just not fake. So if I'm gonna let you in, and that's just what it is. So instead of allowing myself to let her in, she out. That's my point. What you're right about is once I let you in, you in. That's why you know enough of my business to spin and tell on me and try to tell these people about what my mama done let
stop
happen and
being so
lottie
stop
dottie.
playing with me,
Cause
AJ.
you was in.
Don't play with me.
When I let you
I don't
in,
even.
you
First
in.
of
That's
all,
just what it
first
is.
of all, let's call a thing a thing. We really wasn't in like that.
Girl, it is what
We
it
had
is.
one deep conversation that
It
night.
don't once you in,
And
you
that was the
in.
day Papa and Tony told us to leave each other alone. Like y'all can get along
It
because
just is what it is. Once you in, you in. So she got to be out. She don't know how to handle me. She don't give a fuck about how my feelings feel about stuff. She say whatever she want. You can't tell her nothing. It's no point in trying to even mend anything with her.
I think the only reason you won't mend is because of what she said about that she locked in with HB, but I don't think she meant she
No,
locked in.
it has absolutely
You
nothing
know,
to
and
do with
I
that.
know why Glock did that shit on that goddamn interview. Glock wants to come back and get some coins.
Of
So
course,
she
but
needs the
are you
JJ.
understanding?
She
Are
needs the
you
kingdom.
understanding
She
that
needs.
that means? Are you understanding that that means in order to get the coin, she will step on me, you, and everybody else if her goal is to be fake to get it? So why would I let her back in?
Because she over there throwing you gifts, and guess what? You play a motherfucker play in your face. You play harder.
Except you just sat and listened to me not let her play in my face, Keyona.
You didn't, but guess what? I would have expect. This is what I ain't gonna say, look. You know what I taught you. Treat everybody right till they treat you wrong, then fuck them. Right? I mean, come on. People play in your face, play harder. I don't play like that. Like don't come over here throwing gifts, trying to get up on the JJs because you think when you do battle, the JJ's gonna feel like
And
it's.
that's why I cut it off at the pass. Stop it. It ain't got nothing to do with no HB. You're not going to use me or my platform to do anything anymore. Nobody is. And
Because
that
I can
includes
promise
Glock.
HB wasn't gonna let the dang. She wasn't gonna let her slither her
Of
ass.
course. Of
It was
course.
never gonna happen. What's
You
up,
think I'm a
Samantha?
fool? Of course
It
I
was
know
never
that.
gonna happen. She was never gonna slither her ass over there. That wouldn't work. So I would have let her play herself
Nope.
out.
Nope. I'm sorry, but that's the next
I'm
thing
proud of
you
you for. I'm proud of you because again, I know how you are with your heart. But I totally, you know what? I totally forgot the bitch said she was locked in with HB. I don't even know why. Yeah, that did that.
I work too motherfucking hard for everything that I have, and that I'm not gonna be letting nobody come and undermine me for it ever again. I'm good off of that. So with that being said, yes, I'm gonna call it out. Glock got called out today because I'm not with it. And don't come over here throwing a couple of pop pops thinking that mean we cool and I'm with it. I'm not. Keep that locked in shit for everybody else. And it don't got nothing to do with no HB. I heard more of my business last night on the phone. That
Damn,
was another strike.
that's fucked up. So you know the person who told you this is talking to her, and she
I
told.
know for a fact. Because the person that told me this can only know this from her or me. I didn't even say this shit on the internet.
Right.
And to add insult to injury, this somebody that was just as close to her as I was.
Ooh, who damn. My bad.
She's wrong. I can't be fucked up with her.
No, I just said the name, y'all.
No one want to know who then. Hold on. Got me calling her who then. That is not that girl name.
I mean, hold on. I'm sorry. I know she hate when somebody say that, and I just remembered it's the whole damn. She corrected somebody before. No,
So no.
nah, Kappa ain't stupid. She ain't finna tell AJ. Now AJ is fast the fuck out. No, Kappa don't need them problems. She don't want that. I mean, well, I'm gonna tell you like I told Bray King, he hard headed as fuck, but go be great. You know what I mean? Like we visibly can see this shit tearing you down, whether you see it or not. The streets is talking like
I don't think it's tearing me down. I think that I'm becoming a part of the engine that drives, and I can visibly see that that's happening to me. And so I'm making the conscious decision to take a couple steps back away from it, because I'm not on an average basis an angry individual. I'm not on an average basis somebody that is always fussing and bickering and arguing. I'm the affirmation, the pour back into my crew girl. So I'm just thinking that it's best that I get back to that, because I was happier. It don't really got nothing to do with what nobody else think, because they flip and they flop anyways. That's what they gonna do.
well, I
So
wasn't around, but I remember, I had a group of people. Royale was one of mine. And when I left the app, they all gravitated towards you. I felt that was safe and good for them. You know what I mean? I was like, AJ, she a stand up person. Plus, I heard what you was doing, which was again affirmations, JJ of the day, money, for coffee and true crime. So I was like, bet, that's what's up. But then which is why I came back, because you was full blown getting set up. Come to find out, Keyona was right about that too. They was setting your ass up. Come to find out, the person coming in your platform that day to say that shit about Diamond knew you would take the bait. And I keep telling you this: you let people play in your hand. They knew you was gonna take that bait that day. They know the next event. I keep telling you, somebody's gonna probably send they rough and tough, they Afro puff ass motherfucking niece, cousin, or sister to bump you, and then talk shit to you because they know you gonna take the bait. You can't let people play in your hand like that, right? You had a good thing, then you gravitated toward the messy thing, and now how are you going to get them back to saying, remember how we started? Because now they're raised up on mess.
oh, no. I'm not really worried about that, because even throughout us doing the mess and enjoying the mess and all the things, we still my community is full of people who are full of love. I don't have just mess. So I'm not struggling with, my community and the change, because going back to who we were ain't an issue if we were in fact those people. That's for me too, right? It shouldn't be hard to get back to me if it's me.
It shouldn't, but I will say I believe you are going to have a challenge or two,
No,
because
I ain't tripping on who don't want to ride, baby. Don't ride.
yeah,
The only thing that I'm doing are things that are for the betterment of me and those that are around me. So if they don't want to ride, don't ride, baby. I ain't mad. I done dropped a lot of people off that I haven't even invited that gave a ticket to ride. So if you choose not to ride, I promise I ain't tripping. Cause like I know later on we'll pick up bigger and better.
yeah, it's always one to replace the one you lose. That's true.
Hmm.
There will be even with Diamond, there will be another Dr. Duchess. I just hope she takes the lessons and do that shit differently. Um, Y'all see, I don't fuck with parking lots. I don't fuck with parking lots. I don't, babe. I walk in the parking lot, go get in my car, and go home. I don't tap dance in parking lot. You gotta just take, you know what I'm saying. When shit happens to you, just take it and say, okay, I ain't doing that no more. We done here. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with no motherfucking parking lots. So
Mm.
that's it. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? So I just. I just feel like real talk. I'm just saying, y'all, fuck parking lots. When you know better, you do better. Um, I just feel like you're gonna have to let that HB hate go though, because
I don't have hate necessarily for HB. It's not that I necessarily have hate. I think that I just see her, and so I am being a person that sees her and tend to act like I see her. That's just it. I don't fool with the motherfucker, and that's okay.
but again, I wasn't around, right? I was gone. So what I'm told, when you started the platform, HB used to be over there every single morning, and y'all got
She
extreme.
was.
Okay. And y'all got extremely close.
Yeah, I don't know about extremely, but we was definitely cool, coolest fans.
But what I'm thinking you had a love for her, because what we all dog and drag each other and expose stuff that we like. What's so bad about the exposing of the landlord thing that is no different from anybody else? I
Oh,
haven't.
okay, I'll explain.
Okay.
So, before she did that, I was already receiving messages from not just Scala, cause but the other person I don't even know who it is, but mainly from Scala via Cash App, telling me that they were going to harm or
I heard you
unalive.
say
Let
that.
me be
Yeah,
clear,
I heard you say that.
unalive my children and myself, my whole family. He threatened.
Okay.
So when my home got put up in the backdrop, and I've been going live every single morning at 9 a.m. right after I put my children on the bus, and have told these people that, and you go on Indeed or not Indeed, on Zillow, and pull up the house and then scroll through all the screenshots of my home that I was just at. What is on the screen is my children's school. I don't know whether you realize that or not, but
I
those
didn't
who
see that
really
part.
have,
I wasn't around. I didn't see
right.
none of that.
Okay, so what's on the screen is my children's school. So I had to take my son, who was hoping to finish high school at the school that he was at, out of school, put him in another one. I had to take my daughter, who was at a school that she adored, out of school, put her in another one. It was a big to do. She uprooted my children's lives with her antics, and I had done nothing to her.
I know you fucking lie. This children's school got put up.
So for me, it's important that I protect me and mine. And if for no reason you will post the place where my children attend school, then why would I be dealing up with you for you to find another reason?
Yeah. Okay. Continue. My bad. Hey, I don't be around, girl. I wasn't around when all this shit was going on. I didn't know all that happened to her. No, don't fuck with the kids. You can talk shit about them, but they safety is a whole nother ball game. That's a herder rap. That's
And anybody that didn't catch it on the Zillow listing when she doxed the address and said, go on Zillow, it's all there. All you got to do is read. Their schools were there. They had to leave them.
But, and I'll say this to you again on the front end. I said to you on the back end. Remember the Sunday night when you came and everybody's live and you were screaming her address, and you and I and Glock. Matter of fact, it was three of us on that phone call that night. And I said, AJ, why don't you go to the authorities now that you have the address? This ain't the way to handle that. This ain't going, like, this could backfire on you, because again, like I said, chick, hell, I would. I would have got my whoop my ass, so I could blame you and you could pay me forever.
Oh,
Because
you'd had to prove that I had anything to do with it. But go get somebody to whoop your ass. I don't give a
that's
damn.
not how that works.
Yes, that's exactly how that works.
That's not how that works. You have to. Do you have you ever heard of something called circumstantial?
So are you saying I
So
should leave
somebody's
my
walking.
children in their
Here's the thing.
schools so
Somebody
that
is
they get
walking around this earth.
kidnapped?
Check this out. Somebody is walking around this earth, right? Being diabolical as a motherfucker, but no one has touched them. They got enemy after enemy. Then one day their address get put out, and the day after they get shot at. You don't think, and here's the thing: the statute of limitations on civil is real low. I said statute. I mean the burden of proof. Like it's really really low. Like the burden of proof is real low in civil. So that's why I'm like, I didn't agree with it that night, and I was like, if your whole premise was to find out where she lived, that should have been to be served, not to put the like you ain't no better than her at that point, because again, you know.
Well, I'm fine with not being no better than her. We all know she don't have her kids, so I didn't put no kids at risk. But whatever.
But no, I mean, I'm just like, we had this conversation, and I again, like, a good ass whipping would have do. I mean, you don't duck no smoke. I can't believe it. And like, I didn't understand it. I didn't.
Well, for one, it's because you kept saying I was in Pensacola and I wasn't. That's the problem. Unless I'm a laughter girl, how I'm gonna whoop her ass from way the fuck where I was, and she was in Pensacola.
Now wait a minute. You told me you went to verify that the address that you had was actually correct.
I did not tell you that. I told you the address was verified, and you kept asking me how, and I kept telling you to mind your business because you don't need to be involved.
You did.
You don't recall exactly.
That was.
I wouldn't even hardly tell you nothing on the phone.
Like that
you was asking me questions, and I said, Keyona, please mind your business, because you don't need to know how I did what I did.
Don't ask me that fucking shit no more. And I was like, and I got Glock off the phone, and me and you had to talk. You can't talk.
Well, whatever I said, don't ask me no questions about how I did what I did. No, but the point was, I was never there.
Yeah, me fuck that.
I was never there.
Okay, so you was never at her home.
No.
But how could you verify that the address that you had was proper?
That's why I kept telling you not to ask me no questions. But it don't even matter because it done been verified.
Asking the questions again.
Right, okay. But it don't even matter because at this point, hun, I thought you and her done verified it together at this point with whatever the damn package was. So there it is.
AJ, did you send me that? Did you send us that package?
Now, bitch, you know I ain't sent no motherfucking package. Don't piss me off on this channel.
I kid you not. I swore it was up and down HB. My husband said, you and HB don't argue 100 times and no package showed up. But now that you and AJ get into it, a package shows up at you.
Well, tell Uncle Tony don't put me in that bullshit because I ain't got nothing to do with no package.
Let me tell you, the only reason I was going to go along, because I said AJ and the JJs would have broke this shit down like a pound. They'd be like, okay, now Keyona live here. And
we did break it down like a pound.
Nobody I didn't know. I thought somebody would have been like, go over to AJ's. They breaking that shit down.
Well, I don't know why. We did break it down like a pound.
Okay, we did. And what did you come up with it? I sent it to her. She sent it to me, or neither one of us sent it to each other.
We came up with that y'all was both scheming and plotting together, but we couldn't figure out why.
Exactly. And why a MaxiPad that had a strange ass odor that didn't even really, to me, smell like a human, definitely not a black female human. So why would we conjure that one up? Why would we conjure that up and to send it to?
As a matter of fact, it went on for days because at first we thought HB didn't even get no package. She was just saying that to play on your top. Then when she proved she got a package, just like, oh shit, okay, well let's go back into it and look again. We did all of that.
That's weird. Okay, I didn't know y'all broke it down because that was the only reason I was giving you the. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, that shit went on for days. Of course, we went and looked down into it.
I heard nothing about it. Again, like I said, I told you I go away peacefully. Okay, so then you didn't have anything to do with it because if you didn't break it down like a pound, you didn't. But that was the only reason. So now we're back on package gate. Did anyone see the actual package? I don't know. I just found it odd. Whoever worked at that goddamn store was so matter of fact about you ain't getting no camera and all this and that, and I don't contact corporate, and the motherfuckers is standing behind the franchisee that they delete their cameras in 3 days. So it's like,
that's what I thought, Jazz, but I wasn't gonna say nothing because Keyona gonna get mad and get the fussing. But maybe I'm tripping. But
not. I promise you I wasn't. I promise you I wasn't. Only thing I heard you saying, y'all bitches know y'all did that shit to y'all self. That's it. Like, y'all didn't like dissect it like you do.
We did.
Well, I'm saying I wasn't there.
Oh.
Can somebody please show me a clip where AJ is for hours is breaking something down and not in a panel? Like, bitch, you know you said that shit, but bye, honey. You know what I'm saying? all right, Maxi Pad Gate. Yeah, that has happened a couple times, but not. I'm telling you, I was not in your room when you broke it down like a pound. I promise you. I call him. I will call him down here, and I will tell him the only reason I agreed with him. I said the only reason would make me believe that AJ did do it because she normally breaks this shit all the way down.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. We definitely did.
But then that means I would know what the conclusion was. Thank you. So again, what was the conclusion?
That's what I'm saying. It went on for days. It was a whole ongoing thing. At first we thought HB did it because she wasn't showing proof of no package and it only came out of her mouth after you said it. But then when she showed proof of her package, we was like, okay, so are they co-conspiring together to create like a skit? But that don't even make sense because these two don't even like each other. They wasn't fooled up together. It was a lot. We couldn't quite figure out.
Go antique, anxious ass out the fuck out my goddamn lie, nigga. Go somewhere and create energy, bitch. Go create the light bulb, hoe. No, I was not. No, the fuck out. Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. I was not in no panel when AJ broke this down. No, I wasn't. That is a lie. Y'all were on. Okay. What about stepdad gate? I know, Keita. The conclusion was, hold on. The conclusion that you had the same package come twice? No, that package only came here once. Oh, I might have been in Braid Kings. Yes, I said AJ and the motherfucking JJs break it down. That's what the fuck I said. I didn't say like all y'all just ignored it. No, it went on for days. AJ and the JJs are a precinct. That's what they do.
And we did.
So we're not talking about on Bella's or HB or Braids. We're talking about the JJs in the precinct do that detective shit that they do. I don't recall seeing that. So if you can show me, yeah. Somebody said, ain't no real police on here. No, bitch. No, you sure it actually went no crime? Yeah, probably true. Also, y'all took notes and everything. See, did I lie about her stepdad and her? HB, do me 2 favors. Don't fucking play with me. How the fuck I know what her and her stepdad did?
What lie about what? What the fuck?
Did you lie about her stepdad and her when I was saying?
I don't think that she lied about what he did to me, but several of her statements when she was telling my story for me were not true.
I mean, that's on you. When we mad, we say whatever the hell we want to say. How the fuck I know if AJ, what happened between? What's your point?
I don't know, but I think you just took the bait, Keyona, like you were saying I be doing.
Girl, let me tell you something about me. I don't give a fuck. Everybody know I don't give a fuck.
But everybody know I don't give a fuck. You was just telling me about me taking the bait.
No, what I'm saying to you is stop. Like it has you.
But you just took it, Keyona.
What do you mean? She asked me.
Look, she said it was just made to put the fish on the hook. Baby, you just took the bait, boo.
Why don't y'all make up? Y'all got y'all little stepping and fetch it show going on. Why don't you
No. Pass.
Remember, mother daughter.
Pass. That is my daughter, but pass.
Just make
No. We're not gonna be doing any of that.
Tell this woman that what you did was fucked up.
Keyona, please don't be mad because you took the bait.
Put people, children in your bullshit when you fighting.
Keyona, don't be mad because you took the bait. Calm down. It's okay. Lord, I'm gonna go, Keyona. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me and hearing me out, Keyona.
Your children's school up. Will you let it go? Will you let it go, mother?
The damage has already been done. She's affected her brother and sister, so I'm gonna pass on that. Okay. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Thank y'all for having
HB,
me.
you lost your family, honey. Yet again. Anywho, we finna continue. HB, don't try to come in here frequent, bitch. Don't come in here frequent. Matter of fact, do what you normally do. Go get that drunk hoe that tried to pimp you out while pimping his own throat out and tell him to come and scream and talk shit about me. Okay? Fuck out of my motherfucking face.
You sit over here with me and talk about the motherfucking girl, but want to run to her panel and tell me you cool.